Tonight, St. Joe Proud was at one time thought to be a total loss.
It would have been the end of a real treasure had it not been for a man who had a second vision for a now well-known bed and breakfast. Harrison Hartley has his song in heart about the Whiskey Mansion.
Oh, it's whiskey, rye, I cry. If you don't give me whiskey, I surely will die. Well, maybe not die, and drink responsibly, never too much. The man who is responsible for this rye whiskey, Red Top Rye, at one time one of the most popular in the United States, built this excellent house. When his business closed and he moved away, the house fell into some disrepair, but it has been brought back from the brink by a person who makes us all proud in St. Joseph as an exemplar of preservation, Mr. Olin Cox, my friend. Well, Olin, what made you decide to bring the house back? Who built it and when was it built, and why did you decide to resurrect it?
Yeah, well, it was built by Ferdinand Westheimer. He was a whiskey baron that came to St. Joseph in the 1850s, and he and his brother first started out in the grocery business, and then they moved on to liquor. He built this house in 1885 when he had already had quite a fortune. This would cost $20,000 at the time, which would have been a considerable sum in 1885. And it's really quite a grand house. It's Italianate, but it's not a traditional Italianate. It has a lot of Victorian elements. Yeah. And it was built by E.J. Eckel.
So it's an Eckel design?
It is an Eckel house, that's right. There are 7 bedrooms on the second floor and 2 bedrooms on the third floor, and there's 6 very large rooms on the first floor.
And you worked on the house for 12 years?
For 12 years. I bought it just after it burned.
Just after it burned?
Yeah, it was owned by Neighborhood Housing Services, NHS. And in 1995 it burnt, and then I purchased it several months after that.
Yeah, this is Phoenix House. You brought it back from its own ashes.
That's right.
They thought the house was a loss.
Right.
You, sir, have saved it.
Well, yes.
And that is just the thing to do. That's the kind of thing that makes St. Joe proud. Olin, thank you, sir.
Sure.
We are at the northwest corner of 18th and Francis.
That's right.
And if you're interested in the Whiskey Mansion, give Mr. Olin Cox a call. He'll be glad to see you. And I'm glad to see you on KQ2, your hometown news. I'm Harrison Hartley.
Well, beyond a bed and breakfast, Whiskey Mansion is open for special events and lunches and dinners and Sunday brunches. You can call 816-676-1529 or log on to whiskeymansion1885.com for more information.